Welcome to the 7 Colours to Freedom, Module 4. My name's Grant Tulloch, and by now you're really starting to gain insight, I would hope, into the reality of the human condition, which can help you see where you can easily be acting and reacting, obviously through our conditioning, as we can't help but play the cards of red, orange and yellow, which are highly prone, obviously, to indoctrination and following authority. For example, the subtlety of resentment. You might feel a little resentful about something, but you are, and you become, that resentment. That same entity perpetuates back onto other people without you being aware of it, because the perceiver is the perceived. We are in a loop of our own internal imaginings. So the inner becomes the outer, and the outer can become the inner. So you can begin to see, depending on where you are in yourself, in developing the capacity to be aware of an entire field of perception that we're all influenced by to varying degrees. So what we're doing here is we're learning to understand that field and learning whether we can unlearn our own conscious or unconscious conditioning within that. Within the heart of green, where new things are seen, one discovers what was, what is, and what always will be in the future. The old paradigm, which is in the lower aspect, is always what wasn't, what is now, and what one day won't be, as in the idea, for example, of our physical death. Yet when we light the candle of peace within, there is a realm of peace that was always there, is, and always will be in the future. There is a natural law that says a lit candle can light the unlit, and reveal the dimension of truth, love and freedom to others. So anyone that shares this message with you are laying the foundation for overcoming any challenges that come your way. It is also a natural law that an unlit candle can never light another candle. So if your friend is a part of the Freedom Foundation movement, their ethos, their ethics, are not bound by the ego perception. They are already awake to that which gains all our real estate from red to green. You are building a new foundation for the next generation, and in freeing yourself, you are also freeing the rest of humanity. So these 7 colours have the capacity to take you beyond your own ignorance and light the way within for yourself. It takes strength of character to look low enough into the human condition to see this, and to disappear within and come out the other side is to revere what lives in the here and now as one complete field. This removes the clutter and reveals the clarity within. Within this framework, you can, from a loving, caring space, hold each other to account and reflect the discipline and the maturity necessary in order to cultivate this reality every day. Isn't it amazing to think the entire story of humanity is written between red to green, with the exception of these few characters that bring in spiritual knowledge? This really is predominantly where the human condition is lived, seen and experienced, within the loop circuit of its own imagination of what it indeed must act and react through in order to survive. Yet in the spiritual, there is no person to perceive any unified field of wisdom, as it is already in that untouchable space that is unchangingly who we are. And when you look at the tragedy of the human condition, and how for generations our forefathers fought for our country, for people who were in service to other agendas. Evil was ruling the world for monetary gain, and people were laying their life down for seemingly king and country. So layer upon layer of unconscious trauma reflects the monkey mind of the human story, and our capacity to see how all that unresolved past can hold us in a kind of a fear-based trance. Yet we are here to break the spells of the past, not to repeat them, and in so rebuild within ourselves in order to be strong in the spirit. So let's finish this session by grounding in a healthy, family and like-minded tribal connection in red. See, it's clear, clean and vibrantly connected from the bottom of your tailbone. Imagine a ball of red light around the size of a grapefruit, and let's appreciate that it can be clean, strong and clear, feeling that sense of being grounded, yet centered in the spirit. Now let's imagine below the belly button the colour orange. See it as a clear, vibrant orange colour, and how good it feels to feel in control of your own body and your own feelings and your own sense of being you as a male or a female. Not society's version of that, your version of that, as you come back to that innocent, simple connection. Now let's focus above the belly button and see the clear, bright yellow colour in the solar plexus, like the sun shining through from the heart, allowing the light of awareness from the heart to shine into the world as your unique self, as that bright sun of your own individual identity lights through. And when you get a sense of that green light, that sense of green light from the heart, let that green light from the heart light up, that vibrant green, to say that you're allowing this to be seen. This individuality can be seen also as a timeless flow, a bridge between spirit and the physical self, where these two realms, above and below, can be seen as one living field. These old stories and programs we hold on to bring in the grey into these otherwise clean, vibrant energies in red, orange, yellow, up to green. And the spirit is already untouchable when we trust and have faith that from green, blue, indigo, violet, we are already what we are looking for, already clear in the seeing that we are ready to blow away any old programs that no longer serve us. So we're going to turn our green light on now. Green to violet is spirit. And that breath is going to be the breath of spirit that has the power to blow away any dust, any grey that has accumulated in these areas with one simple breath. It will take it away and clean it perfectly away. Ready now? Green light comes on. And spirit blows away any dust, any grey areas off red, orange and yellow, cleaning all the way to the heart as blue, indigo, violet. From violet all the way through to red, from red all the way through to violet, all 7 colours align. You are in it, but you are not of it. What is above is also aligned with the below. What is below is aligned with the above as one eternal field. So I'd like you to write down now what it feels like for you to be a part of a piece that arises from what was, what is, and what always will be in the future. It's an eternal realm. And I'd like you to write down in your own way how that feels to be a part of that new paradigm. And that paradigm is built on 4 piers of understanding, how you've learnt from the old story, from red to green. Write about what lessons you've learnt with your relationships, family, work life, and your future goals. This is a very personal message for the primary aspect of who you truly are, as the rain that falls out of the eternal sky onto the mountain forms a gully, into a creek, into a great flowing river that has this renewed foundation in a freedom that has life.